This is 2.6, solving absolute value inequalities warm-up. The objective is you will be able to solve absolute value inequalities. So for the warm-up today, we are writing a compound inequality and making a graph from that. So for number one, these are word problems, not too intimidating, but definitely you have to give them a little bit of thought in order to accomplish them pretty well. Number one, a number t is less than 5 and greater than 3. So, working my way through this, I know that my variable is t, and I'm going to give myself a little bit, see if I can give myself a little room with this. Yeah, I can. Just messes up my numbering. It's all good. So, number t is less than 5 and greater than 3. So, I have t. I have two t's, if you will. So, the first one is less than 5. So less than 5 and greater than 3. Now to make a kind of number line. Let's see here. Change this to red. Oh, not that part to red. Yeah, it's all good. So, let's call this 2, this 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't really need to go much farther than that. So, both of these don't have equal to signs, so they're just dots. So, a dot above the 3 and a dot above the 5. T is less than 5, so what's the number that's less than 5? 4, so I'm going to go towards the 4. T is greater than 3, a number that's greater than 3 is 4, so those two actually meet up. All right. This is number 2, really. A number m is less than negative 3 or greater than or equal to 1. So I'm going to give myself a little space. So a number m, so I know I'm going to have two m's. A number m is less than negative 3 or, so that kind of tells me going on to the next one, greater than or equal to 1. And if I go and put my little number line, I guess I have to change this one to red. So let's see, I want to go to 1 less than negative 3 is negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. I only need to go to 2. So I know I have one at 3, and looking at it, it doesn't have a filled in dot, so it's open. And I want when m is less than, so a number that's less than negative 3 is negative 4. M is greater than 1, so I'm going to fill in this dot. And a number that's greater than 1 is 2, so I'm going to go towards 2. And so there's your answer. Not coming together and not meeting. Guess I can close that. Okay. So for this one, a number s is less than, number s is at least negative 2 or less than 6. So s and s, we talked about this last time of, okay, what does at least mean? At least means it can't be any less than that. It needs to be greater than that value. So is at least negative 2. And so it can be greater than negative 2, or it can be equal to negative 2. So s is at least negative 2, or less than negative 6. So that one's pretty straightforward. S is less than negative 6. So now we're going to put our value, our table, and change to red. So I'm going to start at negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, 2, negative 1. That's as far as I need to go. So s is greater than or equal to negative 2, so I go to negative 2, filled in dot because it has that equal sign. What's the number that's greater than negative 2? Negative 1 is greater than negative 2, so I'm going to go off to the right. S is less than negative 6. open dot because we don't have anything, and we're going less than, so we're going to the left. All right, we're going to add another bit of space. This one's a kind of a true word problem, if you will. Word problems are more similar to the real world than, like, let's say one of those. So you are purchasing a new refrigerator. To fit in the space, the width of the refrigerator could not be more than 42 inches. To meet your storage requirements, the width of the refrigerator must be at least 36 inches. Write a compound inequality that represents this range. So, lots of words in there, and I'm going to pretty much just kind of delete stuff as we're going along. It doesn't really matter about this. All right, refrigerator, I'm going to turn to the word R. To fit in the space, the width of the refrigerator cannot be more than 42 inches, so I know I'm going to have something there. To meet your storage requirements, the width of the refrigerator must be at least 36 inches, so I got something there. So, it cannot be more than 42. That means it can be 42, it could equal 42, but it can't be more than, so it has to be less than 42 inches. For the other one, the refrigerator must be at least, that at least tells me that it's equal to, and it can be more than 36 inches, but it can't be any smaller than 36. So, is greater than 36. Now, if you combine these, you'd get 36 is less than or equal to R, which is less than or equal to 42. And that's the warm-up.